Hello, I'm Joy, and this is my channel, Yoga with Joy. So welcome to a very special series. This is a series especially for after abdominal surgery. So that might be a hysterectomy, a cesarean section, a hernia, anything that you've recently gone through that involves opening up an area of your abdomen and interfering with all those muscles, abdominal muscles. So this particular video is for phase 1, I'm calling it. So between week 1 and week 3 of after surgery. So really gentle time, a time of really real deep recovery and rest. So in this video we don't actually do very much, and I'm giving you options in this video. So I'm offering you exercises you could do while lying in bed, because the main thing you need to be doing is resting. But you're just invited to choose from those exercises. You don't have to do the whole sequence. And if anything doesn't feel good, just immediately stop doing it. And of course, speak to your doctor about whether or not this feels safe for you. And everyone's bodies are different, and everyone's surgery is different. So if it's a fairly mild abdominal surgery, these might be fine. But if you've had a really intense, big operation, then these exercises, you might not be doing these in the first 3 weeks, and you might want to be doing them a little bit later on. So just feel into what's right for you. And I will pop up the playlist where the next 3 videos, phase 2, 3 and 4, will be living. I'll put them up here. So you can click on the playlist and it'll be at the end of this video as well. And so you can find which phase is right for you. And I've got another couple of abdominal surgery videos on there as well, or 3 I think it is, so you can just use any of those. But please listen to your body and just do things at your own pace. And the main thing is to rest and do just very gentle exercises to build up the strength. Okay, find yourself some cushions and pillows and blankets and anything like that, and you might just want to be lying in bed, and that's a perfectly fine place to be doing this. Though you might find if you're able to get out of bed, you might not be at this stage, but if you're able to get out of bed, something a little bit firmer to lie on can also be helpful, just to help with so you're not sinking into a soft mattress or anything like that, to help with the slight pelvic tilts and things like that we're going to be doing. But it's all very, very gentle, so possible to do in bed. Okay, so grab anything you need, gently, slowly, and I'll see you in a moment.
Oh, radiant sun, pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see, illuminate my heart, awaken me.
Okay, so with this practice we're lying down, obviously. So I've just got some cushions and pillows. Well, cushions, but they could be pillows or anything like that. Just going to make myself a little bit comfortable, as if I'm lying on a bed as well. And I'm just going to put this underneath my knees so that I'm slightly bending the knees when I'm lying straight on my back. And that's just so that it doesn't hurt my lower back at all. I'm just going to get these blankets next to me, so if I need them, they're just there, so I don't have to go very far. So because you've just had abdominal surgery, be obviously super careful. So everything you'll be doing we very slow and mindful. So you'd be lying on your side to come down and turning over. I'm imagining you know all this by now because it's your body and you'll be feeling this is what you have to do. And you've probably been told by the hospital. Just being really careful. Okay, so we'll start by lying here in Shavasana in a relaxation posture. You may wish to put something underneath your knees as well if you want to, otherwise just lying straight down. And you may or may not want to have cushion under your head. And taking a couple of gentle breaths. And then bringing your hands to your lower belly area, so that's below your belly button, your navel. And very softly and gently breathing into this lower belly. So as you exhale, you'll notice that area moving very softly back towards the spine. As you inhale, there's a gentle ballooning, but it's really, really gentle, so keeping everything very soft and very slow. Being very mindful of the area that's just had the surgery, so wherever that is for you. And taking a couple more breaths into this lower belly area. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And then moving the hands up, so it's around about the solar plexus, lower ribs. And bringing your fingers together so that your middle fingers are touching. And as your belly expands very gently, notice the fingers moving away from each other. And as you exhale, notice how they're moving back and touching. So it's just this very soft, subtle breath. A couple more here. And you can have your eyes closed and just be resting, allowing your body to relax. And then moving the hands up to the chest, around about the chest area. And again, with the forearm and the middle fingers touching. Inhaling, and notice how they move apart. And exhale. Fingers will be moving back together. So it's very subtle, mainly in the chest area. And then gently releasing the breath and bringing the hands down by your sides. And then begin to rotate your right ankle. So it's very gently one way. So you'll notice there'll be some little bit of movement, a little bit of strengthening in the lower belly area, all the abdominal muscles around there. And then the other way. And then resting that leg down, and then rotating the left ankle, so the foot's going round one way. This is really good for after surgery because it's just helping keep your circulation going, Any movement super important, just gentle movements. And then the other way. So although lots of rest is needed, it's really important to move very gently as well. Brilliant. You're doing really well, that's great. And then we're going to point and flex the right foot. And just do it as much as you want to, so it's not, it might be that if you flex it too much, it feels a bit too strong on your leg or on your abdominal area. And then resting down, and then the other side, the left foot, pointing and flexing. Feeling the leg muscles engaging. And I'm resting my hands here just to notice what I'm doing. And if I have my hands here, I can see how the inner muscles of my abdomen are engaging. And it means I can regulate, helps me regulate what I'm doing. And then bringing back to stillness. And then gently moving the knees up. I'm actually going to keep this cushion underneath because it just gives me a good, good indicator of where my feet are in relation to my hips. Okay, wonderful. So placing the hands down or on your belly, that's fine. Actually, I'm enjoying having them on my belly, so just you can either copy me or just place them down. And then gently lifting up your pelvic floor. So all the inner muscles. So for a woman, that's inside your vaginal wall. And for a man, that's your perineal area, your perineum. So you're gently exhaling, lifting up your pelvic floor and lifting up your coccyx, sacrum. Actually, your sacrum is still on the mat a bit. You're just placing the lordosis, this curve in the back of the spine, you're just gently easing it into the mat. And then inhaling, releasing everything and bringing it down. Exhale, lifting up the pelvic floor. Pressing your lordosis in the mat or your bed. And inhaling down, releasing everything. Can you see these subtle pelvic tilts as you lift up your mula bandha as your pelvic floor? Navel back to spine. That means your belly button is going back towards your spine as you're pressing your lower back into the mat. Inhale, releasing. Exhale, up. It's just very gentle, very subtle. Inhale. Lovely. And if you notice your feet are gripping onto the mat or the bed, and just lift up your toes and relax your feet down. So exhaling, lifting up, navel back to spine, pressing back onto the mat. Inhale down. And then releasing down. That will feel quite strong if you do those quite a few times. So just do everything in just a small amount of time. It's better to do something every day rather than a lot all at one time. And then bringing your hands underneath your lower back, placing them here, taking a breath in, and then exhale, pressing into the hands, pressing the lower back into the hands, lifting up the pelvic floor. So doing exactly the same, but with the hands here. And just seeing if you naturally lift your buttocks, your hips off the mat. So it might be that you're able to do that. See how it goes? You're just lifting the tiniest bit, so it's very subtle. Inhale, and then exhale. That's great, kid. Just being as gentle as you need. Only taking as many as you need to. You can stop at any point. There's no set amount. Everybody is different. That's what we have to remember. Every person's body is different. Okay, so exhaling up and then inhaling down, releasing the pelvic floor and all the muscles, releasing the hands down. It's wonderful and great. Okay, we're going to take gentle knee drops. So that means you're going to very, very subtly drop the left knee to begin with out to the side. So we're not dropping it so much that it's causing us to have to really engage our muscles to bring it, to hold it there. We're just dropping a tiny bit. So keeping yourself lovely and soft in your body, and then just slightly engaging your abdomen very, very mildly as you drop your knee, but you're lifting up your pelvic floor as well. So exhaling out. Inhale back and releasing the pelvic floor. Exhale out. Inhale back. So the pelvic floor is your friend and it's very, very important part of your body. So it's the first place of healing with anything like abdominal surgery. So we're healing from the inside out. So rather than trying to build up muscles, big muscles that you can see, you can feel, we're healing by strengthening, exhaling as you drop your knee and inhaling back. Inhale by strengthening all the inner core muscles. The pelvic floor is part of that. And in yoga that gets referred to as mula bandha, because it's the root lock, mula being the root and bandha being a lock or a place or a sphincter, a place that you can close off and build up strength. So the pelvic floor is slightly more complex and used for different things, but that's how it's referred to in the yogic tradition. Exhaling out, inhale back, and then coming onto the right knee. So those who know me as a yoga teacher, I don't tend to count very much. I slightly intuit how many is the right amount or the same amount on either side. Basically, I make it up. And it seems to work okay. So if you're someone who likes to count and you want to build up a certain amount every day, then please do. So it might be that you start with 5 knee drops and you build up slowly up to 10 or 20, or to see how your body goes, your healing goes. So you're exhaling out your right knee, you're lifting up pelvic floor, and then inhaling back, releasing your pelvic floor. Keeping everything really slow, really gentle. And then bringing the knee back up. That's wonderful. And then preparing to bring your left knee up. Now this might be, just check in with yourself. This might be a little bit too much, so just see how it is for you. So you're exhaling, lifting up pelvic floor, lifting up your leg as much as you can. Just see how it is. We'll just do a couple of these. Exhale up. Remember, nice, strong pelvic floor muscles. Being careful of your lower back, careful of your abdominal muscles, and then exhale down. Lifting up the right. Just feed into, if you want to put your hands here, in your abdomen, just feel how it is, how strong it is. Exhale. So either exhaling through the nose or through the mouth is fine either way. And then bringing the leg down. That's wonderful. If you manage that, that's quite a little bit stronger, especially on the lower back. Okay, wonderful. That's great. And then we'll start to by bringing the arms out just a little bit, so it can be quite gentle. And then exhale over to the side. You don't need to engage your pelvic floor here, you can really relax. Inhale up, and then exhale over to the side. This is actually quite helpful, having this cushion here, because it's stopping me going too far down. Inhale up, but you'll know, you'll feel it. Wonderful. Just keeping yourself really protected by moving slowly. One more on either side. So exhaling over to the left, inhaling up, and then over to the right. Lovely. That's good. Just keeping the body moving is so important. And then bringing the body to stillness. And it's time to have a bit of a rest. So bring your legs down. And so if you're in bed and you're under a duvet, you can bring your duvet or blanket. If you're needing to get up to find anything to cover yourself, then bring yourself up really carefully over on the side. You might not even be able to get up very easily at all. I'm hoping you've got lots of support. And then bringing yourself down and moving onto the side. And making yourself comfortable and warm, placing your hands on the area that you've recently had surgery. And just finding a little bit of love and healing from your hands. Penetrating or moving into that area. You just allow your hands to heal. Your area that's just been under quite a big operation. And with the breath, you're allowing your body to relax, inviting in healing, inviting in rest, nourishment for yourself, some protection and love. Have your eyes closed and just allow your body to fully rest. Know that this is your time. This is your time for healing, your time for resting. It's so important that you are able to rest. then either you can stay resting here for longer, which is highly likely that's what you'll be doing. Or if for some reason you're needing to move, then you can lift up your knees and gently move over to the side. And placing your hands down, and if you're able to sit up, then bring yourself up, otherwise stay lying down. Just bring in some cushions and padding, so it might be you're sitting up in bed. And then resting one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Finding a place that feels like it needs the most love and attention from your hand. And have a moment with the eyes closed. And a few deep breaths to complete our practice together. And if you wish, you can bring the hands to the heart to finish. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining me. Wonderful to know that you're healing and that you're resting and you're looking after yourself. And yeah, you'll get strong again soon. Take it slowly and easily. Just ease into movements. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, that would be very helpful. And of course, any comments on this video is really lovely. I love to hear how you're doing and how your healing's going, and any comparison between this video and the next and things like that, like how it's working for you. So yeah, lots of love, and hoping I can help you with your healing in some way. So after this one, you can, when you're ready, you can move on to phase 2.
Flaming orb of truth and
See you soon.
bliss. Remove the veil so I can see. Illuminate my heart, awaken